Every time we take good care of our body, when we eat right, we sleep well. To a physical activity, we are corresponding to what God has given us. It is how you take good care of a gift given to you. When we receive a gift, the person who gives us expects us to take good care of the gift received. So it is. Taking care of health is the same thing. The immune system is there to help us preserve the life God has given us. Everything that improves immunity, right diet, correct rest, lack of excessive concerns, rest, physical activity, rest, relaxing, distracting. All of this improves the immune system. Loving and being loved, love is good for immunity. Doctors teach us this, that the more a person loves, the more that person, the more they play for the other, the better. The greater the production of endorphin. All of these substances that improve our immunity, which puts the soldiers all there to work, to throw away, to throw away, to throw away. All our invasions. In our feelings, in our thoughts, the same thing has to happen. If we keep negative, pessimistic thoughts, if we let us create a context of bad things within us, our immunity is lowering. We are harming the action of our soldiers. It is not how it works. If I have many invaders and few soldiers, the invaders will win. And I've seen many people being destroyed by negative thinking that nourished. People being destroyed because they kept their spoiled feelings in their hearts. Destroyed effective immunity. Remember that once we talk here, that in this context of many evils, we live in a world where there are many bad people. We know that. There are a lot of good people, but there are a lot of bad people. We live with these evil people. We live all the time with this devilish context. As much as we have God in our hearts, this devilish context does not decrease because of it. Now, of course, when I interfere with this process and I do not allow it to grow within me, I create an immunity for it. But this effective spiritual, psychic immunity we need to create within us. We need to strengthen ourselves so that we can overcome negative thoughts and destructive feelings. This is why Jesus was very wise when he taught that we cannot hate. That when someone hits our face is better than we offer to another. He wasn't telling us to be silly. No. Sometimes we understand this as a damage, right? Oh, what fun is that? One hits my face. I turn my face so that he beats the other. Jesus is talking about a much broader context. He is just saying that we should not treat evil with evil, because every time we treat evil with evil, we turn into evil. If I treat evil with good, I paralyze the strength of bad. If I neutralize the strength of everything that is bad in this life, I will give good the opportunity to grow. Consequently, I will not keep the seeds of evil within myself. Worst of all, my people, when we realize that we turn into sowing evil, the other comes, tells me a gossip. I am pleased to know that gossip. At the first opportunity I have, I tell the gossip to the other, even if I don't know if it is true, even if I don't know, even if I don't have proof of the facts, I already put myself to spread what was brought. You see, the seed of evil fell on me. Instead of choking her, instead of killing her, I play her forward. I make flowers of this seed. I make bumps of this seed and command, roiled flowers, flowers that are not good. We are making these pacts all the time. We set these bonds all the time, and that's where we need to be careful. Lent time is a fasting time of abstinence, but we need to be very careful that our abstinences, that our fasts are not just outward actions. Our sacrifice has to be directly connected with everything that will throw out the realities that get sick and that kill us. Our prayer has to be directed in the same position. It has to be positioned in the same direction. My prayer, my contact with God, my experience with the Lord. How will people believe in our Christian testimony if, at the moment we act, we do not show love? We do not show mercy, ability to forgive, ability to reconcile us. And say again, forgiving doesn't mean you being silly, because you have the right to take the other. Look, I forgive you, but from that moment I don't want to have the bond anymore. Because the bond is bad, because the other harms you, because the other has a negative ancestry about you. You have the right. Just yesterday I was talking to a friend. Be careful that the influence the other exerts on you is not diabolical. Throw away. Do not allow. Put the boundaries. Set the limits. Who controls your life has to be you. It is you who control the limits of your home. It is you who control what will enter inside your home, what your children will watch, what relationships you will nourish. It's your right. Because otherwise, we are keeping within us all this garbage that the world produces. On a high scale, the garbage that the world produces is not low. Toxic waste from the spiritual point of view. From the effective point of view, it is terrible the garbage that the world today produces. Why? Because there are many people committed to evil, lies, injustice, jealousy, gossip. So we need to be careful. Garbage is being produced and is produced within our churches. It is produced within our prayer groups. It is produced within our convents, our seminaries, our parishes, our sacristices. We are not free. Where there is a person, there is also the possibility of waste production. It is not because I am a priest that I am free from not producing this trash. Now, what will make a difference is how committed how committed to the person of Jesus. We want nothing but to be the presence of Jesus in today's world, helping to reduce trash. Help reduce people who only see the negative side of things. Help decrease this line of needy that is growing more and more. Because my people, the more evil grows, the more fans grow, the greater the line of the needy. For he who brings evil within his heart is the first to need God's grace. Needing God's grace is very positive. It is very positive. But when we need it, but it is not open to this need, we are thickening the line of the needy they do not know, who are not able to recognize within the heart that only God can help us reduce this waste production, and that the more we are committed through our fasts, our sacrifices, the things that truly make a difference in our lives, the more we are committed to this process of change, the greater the chance God will have to happen in stock. I invite you to live this challenge of reducing this waste production you do. That I do. It starts to think there, right? What was the garbage today I produced? What was the toxin I produced today? Was it my jealousy? Was it the slander? Am I looking jealous of the other? Am I not being able to manage the joy that the other feels? Am I archiving anything against someone? Am I being a liar? Am I lying to the people I love? Am I being unfaithful? All of this is garbage we produce. Infidelity is a terrible thing, because the unfaithful husband, he produces garbage that he is throwing inside his own house. He throws upon the hearts of his children. He throws upon the heart of his wife. He throws upon the hearts of friends who truly love him. The marital infidelity so common today is garbage that is intoxicating our families. We are murdering our children because we throw this garbage in the water that our children drink. Did we talk about the importance of having pure water? The attitude of father and mother often throws a toxin that kills on family water, that spoils. This is like alcohol. It is a toxin that kills the body that drinks and kills the heart of those who live with those who drink. Children who are destroyed, families who are destroyed because of the strength of alcohol. Uncompromising fathers and mothers with the happiness of the family because alcohol has become an addiction. Children who do not help family happiness at all because they are closed in their world of drugs, their worlds of addictions, toxins, bad things, unhappiness, which generate inside our home, which generate within us the obstacles so that we can be better the obstacles. You know, my people, sometimes we carelessly neglect our happiness. Sometimes we carelessly neglect the happiness that we can live. Sometimes we neglect the opportunity to be happy. Every day we have this opportunity, right? Life is not wonderful. Life is not spectacular. Many people say that. My life has nothing good. My life is nothing pleasant. My people, we all have difficulties. Sometimes we look at that reality that looks perfect, right? That family has no problem. That couple has no problem. It will live inside that house. We have to find out the opportunity to be happy with what we are. I often say, right? The envious is the one who always looks at the garden of the house of the other, the neighbor, and is regretting that he does not have a garden like that. And it is all the time throwing eyes of envy over the garden that is not his. But instead of digging, moving your land, fertilizing your land, and planting your flowers, it will bitter your entire life. Mourning you don't have. Sometimes we do this. We neglect the opportunity we have. You can be happy today. You can be a happy person today, even with all the difficulties you have. But you will need to be creative. Find out in the middle of all this what you can do. And sometimes, my people, the first step for this happiness to be possible is to throw away, purify, filter out of our water all the waste we are keeping and producing. It is judging away a little of jealousy. It is judging away a little of this envy. And every day you feel that you are walking to this purification, that you will be lighter, that you will be better, as there is no magic formula, see? But I can assure you that you can live this purification experience, removing what is bad and occupying your head and heart with good things. When you start to stop paying attention to your suffering, your whimper, and start being a little more aware of what you can do, the people you can help, to situations that depend on you, and stop paying so much attention to the defects, what is not working. Start to be a little more optimistic. Start to have a little more tranquility in the heart. A little more patience with life. A little more patience with the people on your side. Because that's what will make a difference at the end of everything. That's how much we knew how to manage the problems we had. We talked too much. We ended up spending the first block all talking, but no problem. This conversation is important. I am sure that many of us live situations, difficulties that bump into this speech here. Many of us we are intoxicated with our waste, our negativism, with bad things, our crystallized defects, and many of us need to be touched by mercy and the grace of God, which is precisely what we want. Sometimes the first step we take towards grace, the restoration that God can do in our lives, is precisely our reflection. When we come to the conclusion, it's true, I'm like this, I need to change. And when we recognize that we made a mistake, we have already started to get it right.